Tennessee Titans fans, there you have it. 2 days before the draft, Chad Brinker, Mike Borgonzi, Brian Callahan talking to the media today. And the biggest headline coming out of this press conference was the official word that the Tennessee Titans will not be trading back. They will not be trading out of the number one pick. They will be staying at number one. Stop calling us Cleveland. Stop calling us New York. Stop calling us New Orleans. We're staying put. So all of you that have been clinging, I call you the trade back truthers. You've been clinging to hope that the Titans are going to trade back, and you just heard it straight from Brinker, Borgonzi, and Callahan. It ain't happening. The Titans are staying put. Now, Ian Rappaport put out a tweet this morning that kind of foreshadowed this news that we just got. He said, and again, this is this morning, after months of speculation, the consensus around the league is that the Titans will stay at number one and pick rather than trade. No surprise, decision made. This is interesting right here. There was real trade interest, but as one team said, they never opened the door. All eyes on Cam Ward. That's straight from Ian Rappaport this morning before Brinker and Borgonzi and Callahan ever addressed the media today. The most interesting part of that tweet from Ian Rappaport was him saying that according to one source with one team, the Titans never opened the door on a trade. So all of those reports that the Titans were eagerly trying to trade out, they were eagerly trying to trade back. This report says otherwise because according to one team, the Titans never even opened the door for a trade. Very interesting. And then they confirmed later on today, just moments ago, they will be staying at number one and making a pick. They will not be trading back. Now, some of you, I'm sure, will continue to insist that the Titans might take Abdul Carter with the pick. They might take Travis Hunter with the pick. I'm telling you right now, they're taking Cam Ward. I know not 100% till Goodell goes up there, but I'm at about 98, 99% sure it's Cam Ward, unless something crazy comes out in the next 48 hours. Another interesting note from this press conference today was when Mike Borgonzi was asked about Will Levis. Not exactly a glowing endorsement of Will. His exact quote was, "Will is a quarterback on our roster." Wow. A glowing endorsement of Will Levis right there. I don't think Will Levis is going to be a quarterback on our roster very long. I think he could be traded on Thursday or Friday, probably Friday, as part of a trade package. I just think there's no way you can keep Will Levis around and draft his replacement. It's just, people say you can make it work. They should be professionals. Is it even worth it? I mean, is it worth it to keep Will Levis around and risk friction in the locker room? If you can get something in a trade for Will Levis, I think you have to move on. So that was an interesting note. And another interesting note from Chad Brinker, Mike Borgonzi, Brian Callahan today, when they were asked about other needs, particularly edge rush and wide receiver, they said they will put best player available over need. In other words, if they're up to pick in the second round and the best player available for them is a defensive tackle, and that defensive tackle is way better at their position than their top-rated wide receiver or edge rusher, they're going to go best player available instead of just drafting a wide receiver or edge just because it's a need. Now, I still think there are going to be plenty of great wide receivers and edge rushers available to them when they are up in the second round. I find it hard to believe that they're going to be up to pick at number 35 and there's going to be some other position that is just way ahead of their top-rated wide receiver or edge. I would be very surprised, but it's not out of the possibility. And they reiterated that point numerous times over the course of the press conference. We're not just going to draft need. We're going to draft best player available at the time that we pick. Do with that information what you will. Do with that information what you will, but I still think the best path forward is taking Cam Ward at number 1 and then taking a wide receiver in the second round. That's my personal belief. You know, I feel like Brinker and Borgonzi and Callahan were very open and honest about where we're at as an organization. They made it clear. We're picking number 1 in the draft. We are as far away from where we want to be as possible. We're picking number 1 because we're the worst. We were the worst team in the league, and we have the number 1 pick in the draft. So we have to start turning things around. We have to start, pointing things in the right direction. And I feel like a broken record because I say this all the time. You can draft all the edge rushers you want. You can draft all the wide receivers you want. But until you fix the quarterback position, nothing matters. Nothing matters. And the Titans are in a position, I talked about it on the podcast earlier today, the Titans are in a position where they have the number 1 pick in the draft and they have a quarterback here that they clearly believe in based on their scouting and everything. They believe in Cam Ward. They believe he's it. When are you going to have this opportunity again? It's easy for us to say, well, you tank this year and then you draft your quarterback next year. You can't guarantee it, guys. You can't guarantee that. You can't guarantee that you're going to be able to just have a top 5 pick again or a number 1 pick again. You can't guarantee that. You can't. You are in a position right now to have first dibs on the guy that the Browns want, the Giants want, the Saints want. The one quarterback in this class that people say would probably be a first-round pick on any given year is Cam Ward, and you got first dibs on him, and you believe in him, you got to take him. And the Titans have made it clear. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to take, some other content creator or Mel Kiper or somebody's word for it. It's straight from the Titans themselves today. We're not trading back. 2 days until the draft, you can rule that out. You can take that off the table. We're not trading back. We're staying at number 1. We're picking. And I don't think they're staying there to pick Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, or Shedeur Sanders. They're staying there to do the obvious thing. They were asked about Cam Ward's Fortnite live stream where he had a lot of Titans references. They said they hadn't seen it, but they had heard about it. And they said clearly Cam Ward knows his audience. So they know that Titans fans are already rallying around Cam Ward. The handwriting is on the wall with just over 48 hours to go until the draft. I will be live Thursday night covering the entire thing live. If you don't have any plans for draft night, come hang out with Old Two Tone Talk. Cam Ward's coming. Bye, everybody.